Unfortunately, Washington, D.C. has one of the highest breast cancer mortality rates in the entire country.
We have a lot of young women under the age of 40 who are diagnosed with breast cancer. They're diagnosed with a more aggressive form of breast cancer.
I come from a family that has cancer, so it's very important that I, keep updated with my mammograms and things.
A lot of the barriers that the women in this region face are lack of access and lack of coordinated care.
Capital Breast Care Center was founded in 2004 as a community initiative of Georgetown Lombardi Comprehensive Cancer Center in partnership with Washington Hospital Center and the Avon Foundation for Women.
We offer mammograms and breast care health to women regardless of their ability to pay.
We screen approximately 2,000 women every year, and that's more than any other screening facility that deals with the uninsured population in Washington, D.C.
I've just been in awe at the level of care and attention that the women receive. All of the women that have been sent to my office have always come with a navigator, regardless of what language that they speak. The navigator helps to just hold their hand, to give another explanation on top of the explanation that I'm giving, and it really makes the patients feel at ease and comfortable.
And as the center continues to grow, we now are offering the services of biopsies that are taking place actually on the center site, which is fantastic.
And this is really significant because before we were able to do this, our navigators would have to navigate women all over the metropolitan area for this one test. And this is the test that determines whether or not a woman has cancer.
Now we can be that provider. We can actually offer that comprehensiveness that we view as being so very important to the care of our patients under one roof.
So we are actually screening women who have insurance, which is fantastic because when we screen women who have insurance, it means that we can take in more women who don't have insurance.
As a federal employee, I have some of the best health insurance that you can get in this country, and I could have my mammogram done anywhere, and I would go back to Capital Breast Care Center and encourage everyone in the area to use Capital Breast Care Center for their mammograms. But the really motivating factor for me was that I knew as a woman with insurance, I was creating an opportunity for a woman without insurance to get a mammogram.
It's so important that CBCC is able to provide services not just for your 40-year-old woman who is able to write a check or your 55-year-old woman who's able to write a check. It's important to provide services for them, but also for the women who are 25 and have a very limited income. Maybe they just graduated from college like me and they only have about $10 left after you pay the rent check.
Going through just the whole process of breast cancer, experiencing that, the surgery, the chemotherapy, and the radiation, it is an incredibly exhausting experience. And trying to raise 3 children at the same time is even more exhausting. I recall distinctly a week after my surgery, I was given a prescription for a medication. And I recall going into the pharmacist and the bill was something like $5,000. And the thought occurred to me, wow, if I didn't have this insurance, $5,000, I mean, how would I get this prescription? So it was a process, and it was definitely a wake-up call to me personally of just how our whole healthcare system works. I felt that it was very important for my healing process to give back to my community. When I met Susanna and I toured the facility, I just thought this is the perfect place. This is where I want to be and dedicate time and help to raise awareness. As a breast cancer survivor, I feel so strongly that the doors of CBCC must stay open. The care that they're giving to this community, you just simply cannot put a monetary value on.
Roughly 8,000 mammograms have been provided to underserved women with the goal of identifying early cancers and curing people and giving people a sense that they matter, that they belong, and that we care about them.
CBCC is one of the best, I think, because it is grassroots and it really feeds upon the needs of the women. They listen to the women, they know exactly what they need, and they're able to provide that in the best way possible.
Come to Capital Breast Center, insured or uninsured. There's no reason, not to have it. There's plenty of resources out here for you.
It's really important that we continue the work that we're doing, that we continue to provide services and continue our outreach work so that we can really make a difference in those mortality rates.
It upsets me so much to think there might be a young woman who finds something and it scares her, and she has a lot of anxiety about that, and there's no way that she can relieve that anxiety. I can't even imagine what this woman would go through if it weren't for an organization like CBCC. I just feel like everybody deserves the same kind of care that I got. And that's what they're able to do for other women in our community.
So you would never know how those things have helped us and blessed us. So I just want to say thank you, from the bottom of my heart and from my family.